So what's the difference in a player that you might get at 5 instead of 3?
Well, in this draft, it's really interesting because really I think everyone felt that the draft was going to start at 3. So things really opened up from there on out. And what's the difference in that player? Well, you probably get a player who can play in the National Hockey League in the first couple of picks, and then it starts to tail off where you're looking at more of a longer developmental curve.
Brock Besser from 2 years ago was their first overall pick as at 23 for the Vancouver Canucks, and he made his NHL debut, scored. Olli Juolevi a year ago. As we go to the podium. Oh, I thought they were going to send him up there. Gary Bettman providing a little bit of security. Here's Jim Benning.
We would like to welcome all our fans at our draft party at Rogers Arena. And with our first selection, we select from Timrå, Elias Pettersson.
165 pounds, 6'1", but not a lot of weight there. Played in the second division in Sweden. 19 goals in 43 games. He's got that knack.
You think about the Vancouver Canucks, at some point they're going to have to transition out of the Sedin era, and they might be doing it with 2 Swedes. Here, Pettersson, and then Dahlin that we've talked about. The other thing that you have to remember is that this guy went out for dinner, flew into Vancouver after the Combine, went out for dinner with the Sedins, went out for dinner with Jim Benning, really got a feel for what it was going to be like. If you're talking about mentoring a Swedish playmaking center, who would you rather have than the Sedins to do that for you?
And I agree with you, Sam. I think this is a move for the future here up the middle for the Vancouver Canucks, an area of need for them. You look at, as you mentioned, Henrik Sedin not getting any younger, and then they have Bo Horvat. They're looking for that depth down the middle. Brandon Sutter's there as well. This is a guy that can step in a couple of years, and he plays that poise game that most Swedes do. The thing I love about him most, though, this kid just makes plays, and that's what you love about young players.
Bit of a perimeter player. Scouts wondering whether that's just about survival or whether or not the frame just doesn't allow you to go there.
6'2", so he's going to fill out.